I had just started my LLC. I was still working at a separate practice that was bought by someone else, and it was just not a pretty change of pace for that practice. And I decided that I need to start my own thing. Well, how do I start my own thing? I have no idea where to even start, and I don't remember. So I just did some research, and the CashPT Blueprint came up somehow with all my research. I think it was through the Facebook CashPT group. And I was like, oh, what is this? Oh, wow, it's everything I need to really get started. There was no hesitation about getting it, simply because I had nothing, and this seemed like it was pretty comprehensive, and it taught me the basics of everything pretty much. The reason that CashPT Blueprint was a good investment for me was because I didn't have any other source of information where everything was handed to me in one spot, where every piece of it related to the other. And it wasn't like you're getting the documentation part, this is the marketing part. This was all in one inclusive. And so it gave me the basics for knowing what the basics of each one of those pieces was. When I first started with the CashPT Blueprint, I was seeing patients in their house. I had a travel PT table that I still have back there somewhere, and that was in January 2016. In August of that same year, I needed an office space because my business picked up as I learned and how to do things, and I then ended up doing my business full time because, again, that was a bad situation. So now I could do it full time, and my practice grew to where my office, up until the middle of August of this year, was a 10 by 10 office space. And now I have about 1,000 square feet. I have an awesome assistant and a lot more space to play with. My schedule is now about 28 patients a week. I call the CashPT Blueprint an investment because it keeps giving. The CashPT Blueprint, I made the investment, and then the money just keeps coming back, and look at how much bigger it got me. So I don't see it as an expense, simply because it keeps coming back. Regarding how much CashPT Blueprint did for me, I don't think I could have really been able to efficiently start my practice at all had it not been for the CashPT Blueprint. Everything was presented to me. You need this for marketing. You should do this when you form your LLC. You should do this for super bill. You should do this as you document. And it was great, because I was like, oh, great. Now I don't have to go around to be sure this is exactly what I need. It was all in one spot. And so it was, I mentioned earlier, was the base to start everything. Yes, I did extra marketing courses. Yes, I did extra business courses, but the basics of what I needed was all in CashPT Blueprint. I would highly recommend the CashPT Blueprint to anybody that wants to start their own practice, as I've already recommended it to many people, simply because as you start your own practice, there are so many things to do that there's no need to be wasting time looking for what do I need, and what is it that I have to do? Oh, marketing. You are wearing 9 hats in one as a sole practice owner. And so the CashPT Blueprint really just points everything out and says, for this hat, you have to do this. And for the marketing hat, you have to do this. And for the clinician hat, make sure you do this. The billing hat, you do this. And so the CashPT Blueprint really is an excellent sort of a place where you can make sure you address every one of those areas in your practice. When my friends have asked me if they should do the CashPT practice, I then say, well, how serious are you about starting your practice? Do you really want to do it? And if you do, how much effort do you want to put into it? If you really are excited, you want to start your own practice, then why waste time trying to figure it out when you can just have this investment, really, and just have it done? Working with Aaron is like I'm working with a friend. He really wants you to succeed. He really cares about every single member of the CashPT Blueprint, every single person that asks him a question. He is happy to share information. So the other part of joining the CashPT Blueprint was that when you go into that special group on Facebook, there are no hesitations about asking any questions. He answers them right away, and that is another part that is invaluable to the investment of the CashPT Blueprint. Before the CashPT Blueprint, I was a successful physical therapist, and having a family and huge student loans, I always thought, I was like, is this it? Like, how much more can I earn? How much more do I need to do? I don't want to be a clinic director and have all these other tasks that I have to do. Little did I know that I was going to become a business owner and have to do many more of those things. But then having had the CashPT Blueprint and being a successful business owner has opened my future to where I really feel that now I can have that financial freedom, and now I can have a successful business that can continue being an asset well after I retire, or maybe, I can't do big manual therapy things anymore because I am 70 years old. CashPT Blueprint really opened up my eyes to see that my business could grow and I could benefit from it and not just keep working for someone else. So the CashPT Blueprint was the catalyst to help me realize that I could be the business owner that I am today, that I could really, this seems kind of simple. It really wasn't, but it seems like I got this. Like, it's not so bad. And that was really where I decided to feel much more in control of my own future. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would rate the CashPT Blueprint a 10, simply because it's valuable information. It is concise all in one spot, and it really saves you time in that you don't have to go and search. You don't even, when you start your own practice, you don't even know what you don't know that you need. So the CashPT Blueprint puts it all out there for you to start.